first question is a question that Gloria Steinem was actually asked a few years ago. It's a movie about exceptionally strong women. So I want to know from both of you, when was the first time in your life that you realized you had power?
Oh, wow.
It's a hard one, I know.
Really a hard one. I don't know, because I always like to think about choice, you know, and I think the first time that I realized that I had choice was when I decided to go to college, you know, when I was able to go to the college that I wanted to go to. And that, I think that made me feel like myself, which makes you feel powerful. You know, I think when you feel like you have some freedom around a choice that you've made, that feels good. I always hesitate, you know, power is a really challenging word for me because power denotes hierarchy. Sometimes it means someone is higher than another person. And so I like to think about like freedom and choice and possibility more.
I love that answer. Lorraine?
I think with my first husband, when I threatened to kill him. No, I mean sort of kind of. I mean really sort of kind of, really. But mostly what it is that I'd found the power of the no. To stand in a full enough, no more. I stood up for myself in a way in the middle of an awful divorce, not an awful divorce, but a divorce, that I was able to just say absolutely no and stand so firmly that I could sort of feel my mother and my grandmother and all of the women in my life sort of rising up through me. That was a really powerful moment for me, just the power of the no.
That's amazing. Between the two of you, you could be president. There's choice with Julie, and there's murder with Lorraine.
We're going to share the office.
He was a good guy. He was a really good guy.
Two co-presidents. I love it. I want to know what you have learned from doing this movie, from Gloria Steinem's life, from Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You know, if Trump is reelected and he gets another seat on the Supreme Court, what does that mean for women?
One of the things that I've learned from Gloria, and she's an example to me, is how thoughtful she is, how she's never rash. She always kind of digests the information and thinks about it and gives a very measured and true response. I always think, slow down, think about what Gloria would do. How would she approach this? And she says in her speech, I think she actually at the Women's March, she goes that one of the benefits of a really long life is that when you talk about activism, you can say that there has been change, because she remembers when things were worse, which I loved, because it's like when we feel like we're not making progress, in fact we are. And so Gloria's steadfastness, her ability to move forward and to move slowly and thoughtfully, I think has been very inspirational for me.
And right now, with the death of Justice Ginsburg, it's suddenly the focus of the election has greatly shifted, because we've got to come out and vote. And now we've got to make sure that whoever replaces her really is a moderate or democratic. We've got to figure that out, because Roe versus Wade is really in jeopardy at this moment, and that will really take us back to the dark ages. So this really is a time for women, I mean, every woman, and this is part of hopefully the third wave of feminism that Gloria talks about, where all women are really included from all levels of life, so that we must all come together in order to make this shift, to make this change. And that's the power of the third wave of feminism. But it's going to be very immediate. We're going to see it happening in the next few weeks, the next few months. That's going to make the difference.
All right, guys, thank you so much. You're iconic. I'll be voting for both of you as co-presidents, and not because you said you might murder me, because I want you.